a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Merry Christmas, beautiful people. It's such an amazing season, and I'm excited to be celebrating this season with you. Merry Christmas from me, myself, and my crew. We wish you Merry Christmas, and I have a beautiful, fabulous 2024 ahead. Merry Christmas, beautiful people. Hey, beautiful everyday people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anuoluwapo.mesele. How are we all doing today? I trust that you're well, and I trust that you are taking very good care of yourself. Merry Christmas once again, beautiful people. How are you? I hope you're enjoying this festive season. So I'm going to be posting this video on Christmas Day. So if you get to watch it on Christmas Day, Merry Christmas. If you watch it 26th of December, Merry Christmas. If you are watching it 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 1st of 2024, Merry Christmas. Any time of the season that you choose to watch it, Merry Christmas to you. I trust that you're going to have a fabulous celebration, and I'm praying for you that 2024 will be better than 2023. Now, if this is your first time of watching my video, thank you so much. Mwah! That is a kiss from me to you. On this channel, I talk about God. I talk about we, His children. I talk about our character. I talk about our jobs. I talk about our what do I talk about? I talk about marriage. I talk about relationship. I talk about our school. I talk about going back to school. I talk about health. I talk about money. I talk about anything that the Lord lays on my heart. But basically, what I try to do on my channel, that's why I call it the everyday people, the everyday things that we go through as children of God. How do we deal with it? How do we resolve that? How does being a child of God translate to our everyday living on planet Earth? So how will your boss see that, oh, this is a child of God in this? Indeed, those are the things that I talk about on my channel. So if this is the kind of content you like, please consider subscribing to my channel, and then click the notification bell as well. And while you're watching this, can everyone please click the thumbs up button, because the more thumbs up we have, the more YouTube gets to recommend this particular video to more people, right? So please, for my new subscribers, please click the thumbs up button, please click the notification bell as well, so that once I upload a new video, you, my darling, you be the first to know. Now, if this is not your first time of watching my video, thank you so much. I am so grateful. You see, the last video of this year 2023 is going to be an appreciation video. Obviously, I don't know everyone that watches my video, but I'm just going to say a big thank you to everyone. But that's not the video for today. So thank you for always watching my videos. I am so grateful. By the way, that's my video playing right there. Okay, that's my video. You might want to check it out. I have lots of videos, over 100 videos. You wouldn't believe that. Over 100 videos on my YouTube channel. God has helped me to be consistent. So if you want to learn about anything, you can just check it out on YouTube on my channel. I probably might have talked about it. Now, if you I always say this on my channel, you can send me an email here, Anuoluwapo.mesele@gmail.com. Maybe there's something you want me to talk about, there's something you want me to you want to share with somebody for privacy purposes, you don't want to put it in comment section, you want me to pray with you about something, you want us to agree about something, you need advice on something, you just want somebody to talk to, you can send me an email. So somebody sent me an email last week and said, for the past 2 weeks your battery has been going low, because so 2 weeks ago when I posted my video, I kind of did like this, oh sorry, my battery is low. So I realized that last week it happened, and then somebody sent me an email, why is your battery always low? So today I made up my mind, I'm going to charge my battery. So I have this habit of not charging my phone. God help me, God really help me. Like, I see the battery going low, like I see it going from 20 something, and I see it going to 10. In my mind, I'm at 10%, I can still do something. And then the thing just goes up. Oh, and I'm wondering, oh, how come? Okay, so I'm working on that. All right, so 2 weeks ago I started to talk about something that I have titled I'm not the girl that started the year. And I said that for the past 2 years I've been doing that on my YouTube channel, where I reflect on the year. How did I start the year? What has the year been like? And how am I ending the year? And I remember saying that do not let the devil put you in that box of, oh, nothing happened in the year, because a lot of things happened in the year. And I remember saying that it's not in the spectacular things, it's not in how big those things are. Sometimes it's the minute things that we become better at. So I said 2 weeks ago that sometimes is that you become a better saver, is that you become better at saving money, so you're not just spending everything that comes into your bank account. And sometimes people feel like, oh, I've not gotten the car, I've not gotten the house, I've not gotten right, and then we feel like, oh, if those major things or those things that we put on our to-do list for the year, check, if you've not been able to check, and we feel like, oh, the year has not been productive. And I said, no, that's not true. And I remember saying that even if it looks as if you lost somebody and the year has not been, you think the year has not been good, if you look deeply, there's something in that year that you still can be grateful to God for. And I remember sharing how I lost my elder brother last year, and I thought, oh, 2022 was not a great year. But then the Lord took me back into the whole of the year, and I checked and I said, no, the year has been good. I might have lost someone that I love and that I miss so much, but it does not mean that the year has been all around bad. Now, I shared some things that I've become better at with you 2 weeks ago and last week. You might want to get the video. That's one of the videos, the things I've become better at. So today I have more things that I want to share with us that I've become better at when I started the year. So I started the year quite distracted, to be honest with you. That's one of the things. I kind of write my notes down, so you might see me banging. I put my points down, the things that I want to talk about. I kind of note them down. So the first thing that I put here is that so like I said something. I said, while you're watching me, ensure that you're reflecting on the year, your own year as well. That it's not enough to just watch me and listen to me and maybe laugh and learn. But then when you learn, so what's my desire for you is that while you're watching the video, you are reflecting on your year as well. That it's not, if the big things have happened, I'm happy for you. Get it? It's not like big things have not happened in my life, but it's easier to thank God for big things. But then it's easier for us to also take our eyes off the things that we think is not working, of the things that are working to the things that are not working. So the whole idea behind I'm not the girl that started the year is to evaluate the year. How did I start and how am I ending the year? And I want to stress a point that I mentioned last week, that it's not that 100% you're perfect. One example that I can use is I shared with us how I started 2023 as a petty person. You know, the person did not greet me. That person looking at me, is it me? Did I do something? But then I'm ending the year better. Now, I can't tell you that I'm totally no more petty, but I can assure you, if I started the year 100% petty, I'm ending the year, I can assure that I've shed off 60%. And that for me is great progress. So it's not that so if you're going to say, I want to analyze my character, it's not that you become so perfect that you don't even trip. That thing does not trip you anymore. And I said that the first thing that when you even realize that, oh, I've got a problem here and I need to deal with it, that for me is a major progress. And then the moment you realize that, oh, I've got a problem, I need to deal with it, and you start making concrete efforts towards working towards dealing with that issue, that for me means that you're not the person that started the year. So one thing the first thing I'm going to stress today that I already started is I started the year distracted. A lot of things were just getting my attention. I was not like I was here and there, but my thoughts were always here and there. Like every little thing on social media, every little thing will get my attention and distract me off what the Lord has told me or shown me that He wanted me to do, or He wanted me to get done in the year 2023. And so I was distracted by every wind of doctrine, like the Bible puts it. So when this person comes and says this, I take it. When I take it, and I was gradually shifting my mind off my main assignment, off what the Lord has already told me and promised me in the year 2023. But then mid of the year, I had a reflection, and I've shared this before on my channel, that you should have a review of your year, not just by December. If it's something that you can do quarterly, like I do, what has the first 3 months, the first quarter, the second, if you can do that, and if yours is that every 6 months, maybe by June or July, you're reflecting on, what have I done, what do I need to improve on, and all of that. You understand? So I remember reflecting around I think it was around June, yes, my birthday, and I was thinking about what's going on with me. What I'm like, what have you been doing? What are you doing? Why are you here and there? And I began to put my thoughts together and prioritize what the Lord has already told me to prioritize, and put into place the things that the Lord has told me to put into place. Now, what am I trying to say? Even though I started the year distracted, focused on so many things that I had no business focusing on, that the Lord did not ask me to focus on, I'm ending the year now focused. Like by this time December, where I'm sitting today, I'm sure, and I'm confident in God, not in myself, how the Lord has helped me to now stay focused on the one thing that He has told me to prioritize. Now, distraction for some other people can mean, see, that word distraction is relative, right? What is distracting me might not be what is distracting you, and what is distracting you might not be what is distracting the next person to you. So it's relative. So if you think that, that's what is just distracting you, to you it might be something small, but to me it's a major thing. When God has told you to do ABC, and then you feel like, I'm not getting a lot of progress in ABC, and so let me go and do XYZ, and that's a distraction. That's you going totally off course from what the Lord has told you to do. You see, this year God made a statement to me that sometimes staying at a point, if I ask you to stay at a point, to me you are making progress, even when it looks as if you are not moving at all. Like standing still based on an instruction that the Lord has given you, that God says stand still, and you're standing still. As far as heaven is concerned, you are making progress. To human beings, to all of us, we might feel like, your life has been at a standpoint and a standstill. But if it's an instruction that the Lord Himself gave you to stand still, and as far as God is concerned, you're making progress. You see, one of the things that I was also distracted about this year was expecting applause from humans. And the Lord taught me, while I was just reflecting in June, the Lord taught me and said, Anuoluwa, if you so much crave earthly applause, heaven will not applaud you. And if there's anything you should applaud, you should chase after, it's the applaud from heaven, not the earth. Because human beings can stop clapping when it does not look good to them. So I'm saying that I started the year distracted, but now God has helped me. I'm no more distracted, and I'm ending the year less concerned about the things that I used to prioritize, the things that wasn't even God's instruction to me. So I've become better at that. So another thing that I want to talk about is enlarged capacity. When I started this year, I was so limited. I thought I couldn't do a lot of things. There were things that I've never done in my whole life that I tried in 2023. And I didn't start the year like that. So just reflecting back on the year, the things that I've achieved, just by taking that tone off. So it's all interwoven. When I stopped getting distracted about everything, and then I took my eyes back to what God asked me to do, right? I began to realize how endowed I am, how versatile the Lord has made me, how I just started to try new things, right? I started to try things that the beginning of the year I would never have done. I wish I can go into more details, but then I've just realized that my capacity has been so enlarged. I can do more things. Like one of the things I'm able to do now is that now I've learned how to fight. When I say fight, I don't mean I get physical with people. I mean that I've learned how to fight. I've learned how to wage war with the prophecies that God has given me. I remember that when I hear, oh God, help me to explain this better. I've learned how to fight with the word. Let me put it that way. So, not that I've not been fighting with the word, but there has just been some things about my life this year that I've just learned, that the believing of God's word, right? Believing of God's word has enlarged my capacity to do more. There's so much more, as in there is so much more that I've done this year than I've ever done in the last 2 to 3 years, right? So I started this year that thinking that I was limited to some things, but now ending the year, I've been able to tap into the depth of the resources that heaven has deposited inside of me. Like, let me put it out. All right, so I'm trying, one of my New Year resolution for 2024 is to ensure that my video is never done. So let me start practicing now. All right, so the last thing I'm going to talk about today is that this year, 2023, more than ever in my whole life, I have stepped out of my comfort zone, and I am excited. Guys, you don't know how excited I am. I am this kind of person that I don't like to leave my comfort zone. I don't like to try new things. I like to try new things, but at the same time, I don't like to get out of my I like to be safe. Like, I like to calculate that this, if I do this, and then if I can't see the end of something, I don't delve into it. I mean, I would not try before now. But there are so many things talking about that. So taking my eyes off the distraction and being focused on what God has asked me to prioritize enlarged my capacity in that thing that God has asked me to do. And I've realized that in that thing, I have stepped out of my comfort zone. It's also interwoven. I mean, so let me tell you one. Before this year, when I started this year being judgmental, like, let me say judgmental, like, if you're not a Christian, if you don't believe in God, I can't relate with you. I can't deal with you. I can't, I've never had to deal with people who are not Christians, right? You have to be a child of God. If you're not a child of God, you're not. But this year, I've not only had to deal with them, I've dealt with them so amazingly, as in full of love and compassion for them, not judgmental about them. And I'm thinking of how to communicate with them. I'm thinking of, and I've organized programs for them. I've interviewed them. I've sat with them. I've expanded their mind. They've expanded my mind. And it's been amazing. Like, God has just given me that wisdom to deal with people who are not believers like me. And then just sitting down with me, they have felt the love of God. And that's amazing for me. So this year, when I started this year, busy focusing on the wrong things, the Lord helped me to redirect my focus, enlarged my capacity. Where I work right now, I have a lot of people who don't believe in God. And the way God has just helped me to love them. I mean, the love that I have for them, it's mind-blowing. So that's me feeling like my capacity has been enlarged to do more. Like, and I've organized programs for them. And I'm not talking church programs. They're not even church programs. But I mean, God gave me this wisdom, the program ideas, and then I saw how their lives changed just by attending the program, just by listening to me, and I never mentioned God. That's the amazing thing. Because before now, I couldn't have a conversation and not mention God. I couldn't. So let me get the balance. So before somebody say, oh, so you started denying God. I'm not denying God. I'm trying to say that, there are people that the moment you mention God, they tune off. But there's a way you can preach the gospel to them. You're not mentioning God, but there's a power backing up the word, because it's the word of God anyway. It's God's idea anyway. There's a power backing that word that you're saying, that thing that you're doing, and they of their own come back to meet you, and then you share the gospel with them, and then they get born again. That has happened to me this year, and I am so thrilled. So I started the year being myopic, being focused, but then the Lord has enlarged my capacity to do much more. Now share with yourself if you don't want to share with me, which is okay. How did you start the year? How are you ending the year? Let me tell you something, and note this today. There is no year that has been all round bad. So this, what I post here as well, I posted on my WhatsApp status as well, just snippet here and there. And somebody sent me a chat and said, oh, ABM, nothing has actually happened this year, whether it's big or the small. It's been just like a normal year. I said that's not true. You can be right and you can be wrong. So we went back and forth, had this conversation. I asked the person questions and the person answered me. The person asked me questions, I answered, and all of that. And then we arrived at the point that this person has become nicer. How do I mean? This person has just learned to appreciate people better. How do I mean? This person has learned to say thank you. This person just said, I just realized that I say thank you for every little thing, and people have become more drawn to me because now I'm nicer. I said, that is something. So you started this year not being a grateful person. You are ending the year a nicer person, a person who appreciates things, and people are drawn to them. That's another video of my playing. And so that means you're becoming a better person. So don't look at the year and say, oh, nothing has happened. Something has happened. If you really sit down and evaluate, the work here is sit down and evaluate. You will see how fabulous, how a better person you have become in 2023. I'm looking forward to seeing us all again in 2024. Now, do me a favor. If you've not been sharing my videos and you watch, please share. I'm begging you. I want more people. I want in 2024, I'm trusting God for 1,000 subscribers, right? That's my vision for my channel. I'm trusting God for 1,000 subscribers, and I'm trusting God for at least 700 views per video. That's my goal. That's one of the things I'm trusting God for in 2024. I'll just peg it here today. Thank you so much for watching my video. 2 years ago, I wrote a book titled The Catalyst: Discover the Power to Change Your World. And in 2024, I'm launching yet another book titled I Am in a Waiting Season, and There Is Nothing Wrong with That. In July, I'll be launching it. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to hearing your testimonies from this book. It's available on Amazon for £4 and $5, and it's available on Okada Books for the people in Africa for 1,500 naira. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. I always say this on my channel, that you might be an everyday person, but you sure are a winner, my darling. If you don't want to see it, don't even say that of your mouth, because you would have what you say. Your words are that powerful. And you rule, reign, and be rich. I mean, you rule, reign, and be rich. I mean, you rule, reign, I'll be rich. I'll see you and be rich. I'll see you in my next video, which is my appreciation video. Bye for now.